Thank you so much for going down memory lane with me. Let me take you back and tell you a real funny story. As a matter of fact, this story is, I can remember this story, talk about this story. I remembered this story and I just actually, thinking to myself, oh yeah, I got to do this memory lane. I haven't done it and I'm surprised I haven't. Let me talk to you about the Bolivar Library or Bolivar Public Library, whatever it is, Bolivar, Ohio. It was downtown Bolivar, and I believe it was just a little small, place there. I don't think it was really a big library to my recollection, unless they got something bigger now. But back in the day, they just had like a little small library, if you will. My cousin Lori and I, my cousins Lori Hagee and I, which my cousin Lori would be my aunt Sandy, and my uncle Alvin, of course, we called him Uncle Ab. That would be their daughter, and my aunt Sandy, of course, is my dad's sister. Anyway, nonetheless, you heard me talk about previous bids and memory lanes if you're familiar with them. We talked about a lot of things there that involve going down home, down the river, down the camper, down to Cornell Ridge, Cornell Road, whatever. We talked about that situation. Insane Uncle Ab and Lori reminiscing or involved in that situation and whatnot. Anyway, when my cousins Michelle and Joey stopped coming over there, I usually would come down just a little bit more there, visit with the insane Uncle Ab and Lori there on weekends and whatnot. Well, anyway, I spent a summer down there with him, a whole summer with him down there that one year. And Lori and I had rode bikes down there to the Bolivar Library. We went down to get the mail for Aunt Sandy, and there at the post office, and we ended up going to the library. Well, Lori, she got her a couple books, so I'm not quite sure what they were, but I got a book by Beatrice S. Smith called "From Peanuts to President." Talked about the 39th president of the United States of America. Of course, we're talking Jimmy Carter. How he grew up a boy on a peanut farm and went from becoming that to the 39th president of the United States of America. I threw the book aside. I didn't read it. And Aunt Stanley tells me, she says, you got that book, you didn't read it. What's the deal? So I don't know. I just got it. She's like, well, you're going to be reading that book, and you're going to give me a report on it. You're going to tell me exactly what you read in that book, and exactly what you got, out of reading it. Kind of like a book report, so to speak, an oral book report. And at the time, I was kind of like, really? I'm not in school, and you're not my teacher. But I do want to say I love my Aunt Sandy. I really do, because growing up, she did a lot for us kids with Pap and Grandma and stuff like that. She basically did what she had to do, and I love my Aunt Sandy. Like I said, that was something that I'm glad she did. At the time, I was like, really, I don't think this is right. But then I read the book and learned a lot more about Jimmy Carter. The 39th president of the United States. Learned that he was growing up on the peanut farm as a boy to become the president of the United States, and he had a great long journey from being that young boy to the man he became, and married, of course, his wife Rosalind, and he became what he is today. A man of faith, a man of so many different things, and I actually am glad to know that, was glad to read the book and get on his journey, and be a part of that journey through reading his book. Something my Aunt Sandy, like I said, done right. Something that I'm proud to say that I learned a lot more about Jimmy Carter than I did. I love you, Aunt Sandy. Thank you all so much for going down memory lane with me. I'll catch you next time.